Welcome, folks. This is Will, KMac Vintage, coming to you with part two of the classic reload. I did the first part earlier this morning. I ain't gotten this far with the board, um, and I have the other board basically stripped already and looks like this, and getting more and more things taken off. Um, I'm gonna put in a lot of sockets on the new board. I'm gonna do that next. There are one, two, three, four sockets I do not have, so those will have to wait. But it's about everything else I can put on. So let's go look at some of these PLCC sockets and see how I do them. There's actually one extra I can put on that I don't have. I didn't take out. It's a PLCC 20. I can use one more. This is for the real-time clock. So why don't we start with the two smallest? Okay, we'll start off with them. Let me switch you over to the scope view. And again, reminder that this is Macintosh. I don't know how to say it. I can't say it right. Macintosh month. Um, we'll be doing a lot of Macintosh related special type videos. But here is one of the PLCCs. Has to go right here. This is the real-time clock, RTC. Luckily, there is a reverse engineered version of the RTC available for certain boards. See, so this is gonna sit right there. You see how nice and easy it is to solder on those pads? Okay, but then you're gonna say, oh, but wait a minute, that piece of plastic is in your way. You're gonna melt that. How are you gonna solder that? Well, piece of plastic is there, but piece of plastic can disappear, can't it? Okay, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. So, I get my snips that's got the good point, because the other ones I have bent. And guess what we do? We come in here and we go snip, snip. We turn it, snip, 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 snip. Last two, boom. Okay, piece of plastic is free, is it not? Look at that. Aye. Oh, now, how easy are those pads to get to, huh? Isn't that easier than soldering the chip? Look at that. See? But then you're gonna say, but wait a minute. That pad, you need it, right? Don't you? Because it helps keep the chip up a bit. Yeah, it does. Now, how many times are you gonna take that chip out? Right? So, what we do is snip off the legs, and then when this is all done, you're gonna put the chip in and just put that piece of plastic back right down there. Okay? It can be anywhere down there, it doesn't matter. Alright? It doesn't matter. All you wanted to do is to keep that chip up a little bit. So you can put it right there and then just plop the chip into the socket. That's it. That's not gonna move. Okay? It causes no problem sitting there. And you're done. You see? And you're done with it. That's simple. So, let's go put this one down. Put down flux because you're gonna come in with your solder tip already loaded. And I'm going to lower my temperature down to 330. I'm going to clean the bit, clean the tip. Get a little bit of solder on my tip. Watch it, just like this. There we go. Now I take my socket. I watch the orientation, okay? That's square, square, square. You see the line down here. So this is the way it's got to go in. Now line up those pads as best as you can. And then guess what? Just tap one of them. Boom. Look at that. Tap another. Tap another one. Another one. Another one. Oh my God, that side is done. Wasn't that easy? Okay, hold it, push it down. Let's get the other side. Look at this. Look how easy. Instead of having to worry about pillows on the pads and bringing in the hot air and then having to be sure that we got every single leg back on the pad and they're all connected. Give me a socket. I can do that a lot quicker. Look at this. Boom. Boom. See how nice that solder flows? No bridges. No nothing. Look at that. What do we got left? Just those 5 there. And let's go. Let's get these 5. All right. 1, 2. Let's give that one a bit more. 3, 4, 5. Not so much flux over there. Okay, we're soldered. That's it. That is it. Okay. That PLC is down. That's it. Nothing more. So I gotta put my crystal though too. This one I don't have a PLC for. But that's such an odd shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's an 18. I don't have an 18. I don't think I've ever seen an 18 PLCC. Probably there is because I just put in a 20. So okay, we have another 20 to go put in right there. That's for the 26 LS30 chip. So we're gonna do that the same way. All right, so let's get this. Let's get the snips. That's what? Boom. Okay. Push it out. Save it because you're gonna need that piece. Okay. I like to save them because I like to use them. I like to put them in as my spacer. And we do the same thing here, guys. That's it. Let's go. Flux, 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 flux. Get some solder on my tip. I clean it first. Let's get some of that old stuff off. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, we're gonna put this down. Try to center it good. All right, let me show you one little secret here too. Okay, center. Put down one piece. Okay, with that one piece, look how much play you still have. Okay. But you see now, once you solder down all of those, your play disappeared. You see. Okay. Next five. Now you see why when I do a reloaded board, guess what? I'm doing it socket. The end product is much better. Much easier to work with. And if you have chip failures, easy to fix. Okay, anyone can pop out a chip. Alright, so those two are done. Well, the next one. We have, this is a 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, so this is a 28. So 14, so 14. 14 and 14 are 28. Can't go here. But there are two of them on the board, and one is right here. Okay, so if we look at the angled piece, the bottom corner, this is gonna sit right here. Look at that. See? Beautiful. So, what do we gotta do? Snip, snips. Snip, snip. This is why I charge a little bit more for doing the transfers. I don't think my price is that high. 150 is not that bad. I mean, you still gotta provide me the board because I need the donor parts. But that 150 includes a lot of the sockets, especially for the classic, because the classic doesn't have that much special. Now the the SE30, that actually CPU socket and that expansion socket are very expensive, so those are not included in the 150. So I add that to the price. Usually, SE30 runs about 180, 190. Um, but for the rest, the Sims. I mean, have you tried to buy some 30-pin sim sockets? Did you see how expensive they are if you can find them? I bought actually three. I bought three, actually 100 of them, so I can do quite a few boards right now. So that's why also on the SE30s, I'm looking to go to ROMs using PLCCs, using the 39F040 chip. That will give me enough space to do a custom plus a boot image. And I can put those chips on. You can still swap it around if you want to. But the thing is that those 74-pin SIM sockets are getting very hard to find. And they're getting very expensive. So that's why when you have when you've got a reload to do, I try not to incur too much cost. I'm clearing some of the flux so I can see better. Yeah, I'm just anchoring some right now so I can get stability. So And that's anchored. So yeah, that's why I don't like to use, I mean, I want to use the PLCCs for the ROMs on the SE30s because those sims are getting hard to find. Custom sims, programming them, there's no programmer right now, although I am working on bringing that back. My group, me and two others that design things, are trying to bring back the Doug Brown ROM programmer. I need some more flux in here. I can see I need more because you see that peak it's doing, that. So the even though the sim programmer, if it does come back out, some of the parts are hard to find, but hopefully that might change. Um, if you have a sim that can get programmed, you can use it. So I'm not doing any modification to the device. It's the original one that was developed by Downtown Doug Brown, and will remain his, and with all the markings and everything. So I need to get rid of that little hump that's there. Okay, this is the next socket to go on. Trying to schedule a meeting here with the. Shoot, I deleted that email. Trash. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We need to trim it first. So let's bring it in view. Trim. Okay. Oh, and I had it as the right way. So there we go. Okay, again now I'm gonna try to center it. I can clear up some of this flux by just tapping it and heating it a little bit. That one looks good. That leg looks good. Okay, all the rest look good. Okay. And don't you find that much easier than having to deal with one of those freaking PLCC chips and having to solder it directly to the board? I mean, how easier can this socket be, guys? Come on. And yet, I don't understand why they're not being used so much. mean, look how easy this is to solder. I'm done. Alright, so what's left? I got two big ones. The one for the CPU. And what the hell is this chip? This is the VIA? No. That's the glue. They don't tell you on here what it is. The BBU. BBU. Those are the two I got left. So let's go do the CPU one. Alright, now the CPU one is a bit bigger, so for me to give you the whole view, I have to zoom out. Hopefully it won't be too much of a trouble for me to solder. This goes on the same way, guys. No big deal. No, no different. Okay, just a lot more legs. Those legs do give you a lot more space to solder. See, look at that. Can that be any easier to solder? So let's do our snips. Same way. Snip, snip, snip. You're saying, yeah, but then when you snip these, you're losing the form because that helps keep the legs in. Yeah, not the legs, but the walls in straight. You know what? I'm not putting 1,000,000 pounds of force on this thing when I'm soldering it down. And once it's soldered, those legs are not going to move. That sidewall is not moving. So isn't that the same? Okay. So this is no different. Here we go. You think this is hard? That next one is even bigger. Okay, so now what am I gonna see this side and this side? Oh, yeah, you can see them. Okay, that's where I'm focusing right now. If I can line up those two, see, if I line up those two, I'm still watching the other two sides, this top and bottom. I'm pretty much guaranteed to be in a good spot. Look, oh yeah, we're good there. Let's touch that one. Okay, let me see. See? No force, no nothing on it. Easy to touch in, easy to put down. There we go. Okay, so that's not going nowhere now. All right, Luke wants to come and pick up his things, so yes. Yeah, he's coming between 4:30, 4:45. When I was up in Florida, he had some orders for some caps put in, and that went to my house, to the house up there in Florida, and I also picked up another surprise for him. His father asked me to pick up. So now we do the same thing. We just touch every single leg. Okay. All right, turn it. Can you all see that, okay? So, Macintosh Part 2, Classic Reloaded. I really don't have this board for anyone. Remember, I bought two dead classics for me to build. Really, what I wanted to do was to build them and have them ready. That way, when someone wants a classic reloaded, I can just give them one that I already done, and I then get their board for me to do another one with and have it in my inventory ready for the next person. Okay, CPU socket done. That's it. Can that be any easier, guys? Look at that. Nice. And then the CPU just drops right in there. Okay. And the last one is the BBU that I can do right now. Then I still got 1, 2, 3, 4. But then we can start working on these other things. Most of the other things are actually through hole, like the two switches, the sound, serial printer, ADB, the SCSI and the floppy, the internal SCSI and floppy connector. So we got a lot we can do with this board still. So anyway, okay, let's do snip on the next one. Next one's gonna go right here. Okay, notch is up at the top. So it'll end up going like this. If we look, see, look at that. It lines up just the same. Just the same. Just a bit more legs. It's a bit hard for me to have it in the view for you, for me to snip it. Alright, down the last side. Okay. Let's see if there's any damage to anything. Plus, what can happen when you get to these bigger ones is that the pins can bend a little bit. So you just bend it back down. Okay, there we go. Flux time. Okay. Now with this, you just need to be a bit more creative of how you put it down, okay? So let me see what all these messages are. Uh, all right, sorry, let me zoom this back out now. All right, my view is pretty good. How is yours? Okay, so now it looks a lot smaller for me on here, so I gotta be very careful. I'm doing this more for you to see. So what I want to do now is on these big ones is I just want to make sure I get at least one down. So I'm going to clear the flux for me to see. Okay, I got that corner done. Okay. I'm just clearing flux for me to see. That corner is done. See, I'm not putting any stress on it because I don't want to stress the walls. I don't want to bend them out or else that's going to cause problems with the chip. Okay. And let's go look at this corner. And it's clearing flux for me to see. Corner is done. The last corner. This one over here, which really shouldn't be much to do. Because when you've got 3 corners already done, this one is not going to go nowhere. Okay, so now all we're going to do is just solder this into in place. That's that all done. I mean, look how nice this looks. Two sides done. Okay. We're done. That's it. Oh boy, look how nice this is looking, guys. Look how nice. Look how nice this is looking. Let's take a look. All right, I'm just cleaning up some of my mess here. All right, let's take a look at desk view. Not speaker view. Desk view. Look at this board. Look at this beauty. Look at this thing coming along. Okay, look at this. Okay, so we have already the BBU, the CPU, RTC. Not sure what those are. These are the three. This is the LS30, 26 LS30. Okay, so these I'm waiting for the sockets. All right, this one I don't have a socket for. So what we're gonna do next is that we're gonna start putting on some of these actually true hole things. Okay, we have the power connector. We got the floppy connector, the internal floppy, internal SCSI. We got the external SCSI, external floppy. This is the ADB, serial and printer, audio, the two switches, and the expansion port. All those are things that we salvaged and took off of the other board. So we can easily reuse them. So for example, the SCSI, I need to fix some pins on these two first. Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. I don't want to put, yeah, those are the two lowest items. Oh, we got the crystal. We can go ahead and put in the crystal. I was going to use a socket, but I don't like those sockets. For some reason, the posts are not long enough. It doesn't go in right. Let me get one of them. I'll show you. Also, on that ROM, why I went ahead and put it in off camera, because I don't have any 42 pin sockets, and so I had to reuse that one. Okay, so this is the socket. And for some reason, it just, well, this one fits in a lot better. Okay, well, we can use the socket. We'll use the socket. All right, so when we look at the crystal, okay, curved, 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 and those three sides or corners are curved, and this one is square. When we look at the crystal, we see curve, 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 straight. So that's how it goes in, right? Just like that, see? So let's put this down and solder it in place. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Right here. One, two, right there. Those four. Okay, so let's. Okay, and now we can push down on you, and we get you in there good. Okay. And this is one of the fire beats I gotta put there. L3. Okay, so crystal is in. That's it. Okay. Um, what do I need to do with these two connectors? Okay, well, let's take a look. You'll see. Um, if we look, we'll see that some of the pins came out, some are not where they should be. When you push them in, they do stop at a certain point on their own. It's not me guessing. Okay, we're good with that. Let's look at the floppy one. Mm. All right, so we can go ahead and put these two in. Let's do the floppy one first. If we look at the oh shoot, sorry guys, I did all that. I thought I was under scope view. I'm so sorry. If we look at this, we see the little notch there. That's the side that this notch has to go. All right, my view is good. How's yours? Okay. All right, so the same thing again. I'm just gonna solder a corner. And I'm gonna keep it hot, and I'm gonna push and get that in good. Now all the rest should be fine, but just in case, I'll do one more like that. Okay, now we should be in good. We can go ahead and solder all the points. Okay, floppy one is in. That's it. SCSI, it's the same thing. We see a notch there, so the notch has to go that way. And we go ahead and slide that in. That's a nice snug fit. Now with that such a nice snug fit, I really don't need to solder one by one. So I'm gonna do it again because I don't like nothing on my right side. I'm soldering it like this. Okay. Don't you break on me. Now I turn it around. Now the ferret bead has to go there. Where's my SCSI? There it is. I know the top one you can't see, but that's okay. You'll see me in a second. All right, SCSI's on. That's another thing we can do. I gotta look at the height of them. So, um, let's come here with the floppy. Okay. We have the floppy connector in there. All right. I want to just solder one and one over here just to take a look. Yeah, they look good. Okay, okay. All right, floppy's on there. Now, these anchor posts, yeah, I like to fill them with solder too. So, it's gonna get quite a bit of solder in there. There we go. Okay, floppy connector's in. Look at that. Look at that, how nice and pretty. Okay, SCSI one is a bit bigger. Let me check the pins first. Okay, yeah, that should be easy enough to go in. Look at that, slid right in. And with how good that went in, I'm not even gonna worry about checking it. So, so anyone want a classic board? You want this one? Shoot me an email. We can work something out. I'll even ship it to you from Magic Cayman. I'll pay half the shipping. But you can, but I would need your board in return. If you don't give me a board, this one will be a bit higher. Because I need the boards for donors, you see. Okay. Now let's get those. Things take a lot of solder. Okay, good enough. Let's go on. Let's see. Let's see. Which one is the ADB? Okay. Okay. ADB is in. And we have two that are identical. These are the serial and the printer. Let's see if their pins are okay. They'll go straight in. That one is. Next one. Okay. We can solder them in. Love how the solder flows. Look at that, boom. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Okay, coming along here. Alright, all of those are on. They're good and flush. Audio jack. Let me see about getting this one in without any problem. There we go. A few solder points. Right there. Right there. Okay. We have two reset buttons. Right. Those holes are pretty small. Let's straighten those buttons. Straighten those legs up. Okay. One is in. Two. There they are. We can solder them in. This one takes a bit more because it's on the ground. They're in. That's it. All right, what are we left with? We're left with the power. Okay, the power, if you look, it's got a little notch here. Yeah, right there, you can barely see it. That goes with the notch that's here on this. That goes in. Yeah, that's the highest thing. Should be pretty easy to solder in. All right. You got these two line filters to put in. Is in. This other one, I don't have the padding for it, so I'm gonna put it in the way it is. All right, let me put some solder, then I'll go and push it in. Because it's actually settled down a bit. Okay. everything there the way I don't like doing it. But anyway, all right, where are we now? We got one last thing that we took off to put on, and this is the expansion connectors for the memory card or anything else. And that should be able to go on without any problem because it came out nice and straight. Something not right with it. Look, it looks like it was going to be a very snug fit. Okay, has a very snug fit in there, but it's in there. So let's solder that in place. And this is the last little big piece of solder. How's y'all's view? Okay. Okay. Let's go Macintosh. Who needs a classic logic board? Brand new rebuilt. Still don't know what I'm gonna do about that missing chip though. I don't even remember which one it was. These are the resistors that are not needed. These two that you see empty. Okay. Guess what, folks? We have put everything on it that we could. There you go. Now I'm gonna put a battery. I guess I can do caps. Okay, because that's really the only thing that's really left are the caps, the capacitors. I could take out these other chips that I can move and put into their sockets. 3, 4. I got 4 chips that I can put into sockets. Okay, this one is the 26 LS30. Okay, so you were saying, okay, well, how do you put these in and all that, and um, all we're gonna do is we're gonna snip off these posts off of this piece of plastic. Remember that base that I cut out? Okay, so we're gonna put that back in there. Doesn't really matter how it sits. I'm gonna put it in, but I'll end up taking them out because I still need to ultrasonic clean this, and I like to do it with them out. That goes in and push down. That's it. Chip is in. Okay. What other one can I do? CPU. That's a big one. Okay. Put that piece in there. CPU angle piece is up here. CPU goes in like this. Push down. That's it. She's in. Feels a little bit high on that side. Where's my chip popper? See that? Now this side's a bit high. Again, yeah. 1 second here, folks. Hey, folks. Sorry, I had a visitor. Luke came by to pick up the things I brought for him. Some capacitors from Mauser that he had shipped over, so he can fix a laptop. Um, and a portable scope that I brought for him that he can use. The scope is a much needed tool that is everyone needs to have for sure, and really helps. So anyway, what I want to do is take off these last few chips that are well, 3 of these chips I can go ahead and put on the new board now. So I want to take these off of here. Um, I just want to put them in for now and just take a look and see. I mean, I'm gonna take them all back out again for me to do ultrasonic on the board. That's the one that goes in the back. That's the ADB chip. This one is the Caspal. All right, and the next one is this BBU. Just smell some rotten stuff coming. little bit more force behind it. You smell some of that fish smell, but there were no. Oh yeah, there were caps right here. Okay. All right. Now I do. What I'm checking for just to see how this looks. Because you're gonna remember that these sockets and these new sockets, they hold the chip on the side. Okay. Because it actually clamps onto the sides here, not the bottom where it was soldered originally. Okay, so it does have a little bit of a difference. I'm just seeing if they've cooled down. Okay, I have some of these pads, some of these things already recut again. Um, so basically what I'm doing here is these pieces of plastic, I'm just taking them and putting them in the base of these sockets. Okay, and then I can that one in. That one in. Still feeling a little bit hot, but it's okay. It's not that bad. It gets hotter running. Okay. Look how pretty. Look how pretty this board looks, guys. Look how nice. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so really what is left? I need to do two diodes over here and a crystal. I need to do the caps. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 caps. It's just 8 caps. It's a 774, 74 16s, and one, I think it's 1050. I think that goes right there. So I need to do those. I'm not gonna do a battery like that. I'm gonna do the. I have the coin cell that I'm gonna stick in there. So if I'm not mistaken, I think this is already made to take the coin cell also. Okay. Um, then I can also move those items on the back that I need to move. But for now, this is the board. It looks beautiful to me. We've done a lot on it already. You may be wondering one thing. Where's those pliers about? Here they are. There is a lip. This is just a breakaway piece that comes off the board. So now you can see it better. That okay? So I'm gonna pause this video because I'm gonna take a break for a minute, go over to my mother's, check on her, and come back, and I'll finish this tonight. I mean, I won't be able to put these on, and from what I can see here, that what is damaged on my chips, I still got 3 left. Okay, one is this one. This is the real-time clock. That one is damaged. This is the sound. This I can solder back on. I don't have a socket for it. So this one I can solder back on over here. I guess I'll do that before I do the caps. Okay. So I need to find a real-time clock, and I think on one of the boards I got from Jake, the board I got from Jake, the real-time clock is good, but the sound chip is bad. So I'm gonna take that one's real-time clock until I can try to make my own real-time clock and see. But for now, though, yeah, that's how nice the board looks with the sockets. You see, so definitely something worthwhile to do the board using sockets. Um, you can see I started this board this morning. About 2.5 hours into it, and this video is an hour and 20 minutes. I did a little bit of work off video, not much. So you're looking at, I mean, I'm about 4 hours into this board, not even 5, and look how far it is already. Okay, so reloaded is not that bad if you have the time and you have the skill to do it. You can do it pretty quick. So I'm gonna pause this video. I'll be back in a little while, and we will continue with putting the things we still need to put on here and the things on the back. Okay. Thanks, everyone. I'll be right back. All right, everyone. Welcome back. I came back. You can see the board sitting there. I'm working on some chips here. Um, the original RTC chip for this board was damaged beyond repair. 4 of the legs were broken. And unfortunately, it was the legs that it needs too, because that's the thing that with the RTC chip, it's not always all the legs are used. It's only, I mean, this is 20 pin, 5555, yeah, 20 pins, and it only uses 8. But unfortunately, the 8 it needs, or some of those are broken. So what I've done here is, under my scope here right now, I have a chip, and this is a RTC. and it's the exact same RTC that this Classic needs. This was my friend Mark up in Canada that I've done some repairs for, that you've seen videos for. Um, Sent me a bunch of used chips that he had laying around, and um, lucky me, one of them is a RTC, and is the exact RTC that I need. So I'm basically just cleaning it here so I can slide it into that PLCC socket. That's hot, 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 hot. Should really be using my tweezers, right? Okay, that looks very good and clean now. I touched this tip of the soldering iron with my finger. So this is the 343S0042 chip, and this one is in very good condition. And if we look at what came out of the Classic, I actually have two of them here. 343S0042. This one is broken too. Let's see. 334S0042. Okay. That one doesn't look. Yeah, you see it's broken there, so that's uh let's see what pins it needs. I need to open up the schematic. Schematic. Do I still have you open? No, I don't. My orders. That's a search I did. That's a GitHub. No, no, no. Alright, where's the schematic for the Classic? Here you are. Let's open you and put you on the bigger screen. And let's go to the RTC. RTC, where are you? RTC. RTC, there you are. Okay, so you need pin 9. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you need 12? Yes, you need 12, and 12 is broken. Let's see, 12. 12 and 13 on this one are broken. And it needs them both. And those are the two lines that connect to the VIA chip. Okay, and then this other one, is in the bag here, has so if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is good. 14, 15, 16, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 are broken. This chip may work because it doesn't need those legs. Okay, it does need this one. This one is no good. This one is dead. But this one, because it does not need those broken legs, it doesn't need any of those on that side. Getting hot on me. Hmm. Think we may be able to save this. I need to be able to get some tinning on the legs because this is where it connects in the socket, you see? It's not the bottom. I here really this one. I mean, we gotta save these chips. I mean, they don't make them. The RTC for certain versions it is available. We should throw this in the ultrasonic cleaner for a bit. These two sides are pretty clean on this. Okay. Let's do some alcohol here. Because the thing is that if I go save that other board, I need another clock. I need another RTC. Because that one is broken too. Okay, so if we look back at this chip now, okay, so here we are, pin 1 right here. Okay, 1 is not used. We're using 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are there. We're over here now at 4. Does not use 4, does not use 5, does not use 6 or 7 or 8, not till 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It uses 9. It uses 12 and 13. Uses 10, 10, 12, and 13. Then the next pin that's used is not till 19 and 20. 19 and 20 are up here. 19 and 20, that's it. 19 is here, 20 is here, because this is 1. So it does not use anything on this side. Now let's look at a new board. And let's see if we are correct. If that's the case, I may be able to salvage this chip. This is how you reuse. Okay, so here we are at the clock chip. Okay, so 1 is here. Uses 2, uses 3. No 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uses 9, uses 10. No 11. It uses 12 and 13. You can see that. You can see it with the traces. Okay, this is where looking at this stuff is very important. Okay, you can see here, none of these that are broken, the chip, are connected. These are just holding pads. Nothing there. Okay, so, and then it uses 19 and 20. That's it. We can use this chip. Okay, because if we were to put this chip back on here, okay, it would sit on here like this, because that's the curve. Okay, it would sit on here like this, and where the legs are, where it needs them. They're broken on this side, so we can use this chip. I can use it. Okay, so now let's see if this will go in the new board. All right, so let's bring the new board into view. Oh, I still got some other chips on here that are loose. The sound chip. There we are, there's the socket. So it doesn't even need these. I got a little solder piece sticking on that. Okay, so if we were to put this in the way it needs to go, it's like this. Oh, I need that bottom piece for it. Okay. And there we go. Chip is in. I think at this side all dirty. Look at that. Okay, because it doesn't need anything on this side, and these tracks are holding it all in place. So it's fine. It should be fine. Okay, and there should be no problem with that. It should work. But we'll leave it in and see. So, but I do have another RTC then that I can use. What are these? These are sound chips. Okay, let me check something for 1 minute, folks. Be right back. All right, sorry. Okay. So we are gonna. What I could do is try to see where the the this. Let me see something here. How many lines are on that side? Okay, that one goes there. We're gonna meter this out. We're gonna try to see if it's okay. So I have a meter here. Um, if this works, it's great because I'm able then to that other classic tune because right now I would have to salvage one. I mean, I would have to sacrifice one. Okay, so this is supposed to go here, and we do. Although I got quite a bit of resistance. Okay, so that one's going there. That's fine. Let's see where the next one goes. Where are you? You're up here. The next one is ground, so we should be able to. I think it was this one that was ground. There. Okay, next one is not used at all. So now we come to here. This pad here. Well, both of these are gonna run together. One stops there. The other one down there. Okay. So this one here is either here or here. And resistance so much on. I need to buy some new cables. See, I'm not even getting beep. I'm getting it. We're good. We're good. The chip will work. Let's check 19. 20 is power coming in from the. Yeah, 20 is power. 9 and 3 are the ones coming in from the crystal. 20 is power. Where's 20 go? Oh, 20 goes underneath, so I can't really check that. Twenty's gotta go to one of these. There you go. Got that. 9 and 3 go to the crystal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so those two are good. 10 is ground. We got that already. 2. 2. We never checked 2. 2 is the last one to check. Okay, that comes right there between those two. Okay. So 2, 1, 2 comes right here. There we go. Okay. We have continuity everywhere with that chip. We're good. Now, as long as the chip is not destroyed or damaged inside, it will work. It's got continuity. The it's going everywhere it should. Okay, so what are we left with? This chip will not get soldered on now. This big one. Okay, because I need a socket. But what can do is we can put the sound chip on. Oh, and I need to put that crystal too. What is that crystal? That crystal is a 32768. Mm. Let me find it. Surface mount fuse. I think it's in this bag. These are surface mount crystals. Can I put a surface mount on that? No. The board is not made for the surface mount. Is it the right one for surface mount? No. Not the right speed either. Not that. Not that bag. Not that. Not that. Not this. Not this. But I may need these diodes. I gotta check and see what diodes I need for the battery. Oh, where's the battery stuff and those diodes? Let me look at the schematic here. That is what? That's D1 and D2. D1 and D2 right there, 5D. MBD 914. I have those here. That's these right here, but this is a closed bag. I have another bag that's open. 914. 914. Here's my 914s. Okay, my crystals are not in this one. They're gonna be in the other bag, the other box. But did I not just buy some more of those crystals? Yes. Because Hauser was telling me they're gonna become obsolete. I don't think it's this bag. This bag is for the Lisa stuff. Um, 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 um. Give me a second here. I'm just getting. These are 32s. Yeah, no. I need a 44, the dip 44s. Ah, here they are. All right, come on. Don't need two of you there. How come are two of you stuck there? Oh, come on. Okay, let's go put these on. All right, so before we go solder on chips, I mean, that chip and capacitors, let's do this crystal. And if we look, here's the crystal that I need. And it is a 32768, 32768. These are getting hard to find. I'm glad I have a few. I actually have quite a few. I want to be sure that I load it up if I'm going to be doing these boards, and usually the crystal goes because it's right at a spot. It's right at a bad spot. So let's go ahead and solder that in place. I'm going to put a little bit from the top first. And now I can easily turn it over and I can bend these legs back. And where are you? Right there. Okay. I need to do a little snip snip. Okay. Crystal is on. I believe we can use that chip. Oh, I am so glad. 343S0042. Yeah, 45 is the sound chip. See, 45B is the sound chip. 42. Has anyone ever made a matrix, a spreadsheet matrix of each board by the number and what chips are on them? Okay, and even if there are multiple versions of like the RTC chip that the same board can take, I mean, you list the chip. That way you can easily cross-reference. Okay, yes, this chip from this board I can use on this board. I mean, maybe it's something I need to go make. Okay, so now these are the diodes I need for over here. See, this is why I bought a bunch more, because I'm about to use the last two from this box. And I think I bought 100 of these, because this is a common diode used by Apple. So we're based on the schematic, they're both a 5D. If I look at the schematic here, it's on the same one because this comes out of the RTC chip. This comes out of pin 20 of the RTC chip. D2 and D1. And the schematic says 5D as a MMBD914, and these say 5D on them, so they're the right diodes. Still a diode you can buy today. I want to use my other tweezers. Okay. Okay. That's on there. Let me look at the. No, no, not in that one, not in that one. I managed to stock up on loads of ROMs. It's turning out that I'm needing to make a lot of ROM chips. If I'm not mistaken, positive is on the bottom for these. And of course it doesn't go in because it's not. Oh my god, why can't y'all make these that work with the. You know what this board is gonna get then? I bought these and I haven't used them yet, so this board is gonna be the first one to get it. It will end up getting a external battery, an external coin battery that fits inside this mechanism. Let's see. Okay, so I can fit it in. It even has an on-off switch. And I can wire it in directly. See, I can just doom doom. Then it will not be on the board at all. But this is not something I can put in now. Alright, so what are we left with now? We are left with the sound chip that needs to go right here. You have a good focus too. My former boss, him and I retired about the same time. I retired before him. He came like 3 months after me. And oh, what a gift that was. What a gift. So the former director and the deputy director both retired within 3 months of each other, and that was a slap in the face for them. But for what they wanted us to do, well. Okay. So the pads are made. This is going to be hot air. Uh, okay, so I need to bring the chip. Let's see how that's going to sit. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to heat it up first and then just drop it on. I hope that goes on okay. Well, I remember at first I was so afraid of doing these PLC chips. And I was like, oh my God, how do you get this lined up? How do you do this? How do you do that? Now, it's not in a socket. Well, it's pretty easy too, but okay. Let's turn this off and let's take the board off the table and we can see over the edge. But first I want to clean this off. Alright, I want to see how well those the solder went. Because you see these legs are so bad. See, I don't think any of that's making contact. Watch this. Ain't loose. Loose. The chip is, a lot of the tinning is gone. See, that side's okay. Okay, see, that was away from the acid. That was away from the battery juice. So was this. See, this is the side that got a lot of damage. This is the side that. You all see what I'm doing? Oh no. I'm sorry. Let me. Alright. You see, I put some flux on there and then I just manually touch it up. So now they are making contact. This side here should be fine. Where am I? Here. This side is going to be a bit hard to show, but that side is also good. And then this side here, I did see. Alright, I need to. Let me get a little solder on my tip and see if that will go on. It's soldered, it's anchored, it's not moving. Okay, so they're good. Okay, so we saw how bad that chip was, how much it took to get it on there. But let's hope it's on there good, because I don't have many of these. This is why I think that Matrix would do amazing to have. I think I'm gonna start it. Okay, now I don't have anything else on this board now for this side except for the caps, which might as well do them, right? Oh, where did I put my caps? Let's put away the stuff that's in my way. I don't like to have stuff all over the place and being disorganized. The battery thing we gotta put back away too. There's other tweezers. Am I recording? Oh, yes, I'm recording. Okay, so this is gonna need one. I think it's one 10 by 50. Oh, no, one. Yeah, 10 by 50, and I have it right here. Yes, because I just did a classic yesterday. I'm gonna need 7 47/16. 3, 4, 5. And I bought some more, so they may not be right. These are 22 by 35. 100 you have 6.3, 3.3, 35. No, I didn't. Okay. These are a bit bigger. I don't want to use them. These are also 1 by 50s. Yeah. I'm gonna have to use the bigger ones. I didn't want to. So how many I got there? 3, 4, 5. So I need to use 2 of these bigger ones. Okay. And the small 10 by 50 go 10 by, yeah, 10 by 50 goes right here. So in one day, you get a board from nothing to just about operational. I'm not gonna have it operational tonight. I'm sorry, because I don't have the sockets. Okay, and let's put the big ones, the big. Uh, those are big packages. Save those for over there. Because these 47/16s, the package is too big. I bought the wrong size, but it's all right. We'll use them still. This means they're gonna be a very close fit. Okay, but not yet. I'm gonna. Okay. They're both here in the view. I think I should still have some solder left. My tip for at least this one. Okay, those two are done. Now I'm gonna use the big ones over here. See, they're gonna be. Oh, they fit. They fit. I still got some pad. So I got a little bit of pad left. Good to know, because then I can use them for other boards. I've been trying to avoid using them. So I'm so happy for next week. I'll probably get my Lisa. Now be aware, this is the first Lisa that I'm working on, guys. Okay, I've never done one before. I never bought such an expensive computer before. Well, that's a lie. I mean, I got my Apple MacBook Pros and that, but I never bought a computer that was in this bad condition that I had to fix. So this is why I had to reload the I/O board and the motherboard and whatever else. Okay, I'm just checking that they're on there good. Okay, because these packages are a bit bigger than the others. Okay, so we have one, two, three. The other four are these right here by the power connector. Okay, so we'll come and put those on quick. You're in view, yes. We can do two without moving the board. Okay, cool. Positive is that side. Get some more solder on the tip. And I left a big space here for me to get in between there. Okay, so now we're gonna do the next two. Okay, we're almost done recapping this board. I can't say recapping because this board we never took the caps off. It never had any. So we're almost done capping it. Okay. Still don't know how that crystal, this main one's gonna work in that socket. I don't like the. I just feel like that the stems, the legs are too short. pieces from the brush. Okay, caps are done. That's it. That's it for the caps. Okay, now what's left? The things on the bottom. Okay, we have capacitor 70 that needs to move, and then the L's. Those three resistors that are missing, I don't need to move. Let's just verify that again. R2 stays blank, R2 is blank, and up here R9 and R6 are blank. R9 and R6 are blank. Alright, so backside, how do we do this? Okay, well, how I like to do it, because I'm going to use hot air for all of this, okay, is I'll go ahead and make all my pillows. Okay. Um, we have here, here. Trying to see if I see any other paths that are open. No, I think that's it. Okay, so wherever I put some, I need to make pillows. Okay. Oh, one more over here. Okay. I'm gonna pause this video for a sec. I want to check something to see if I can use new ferret beads. I did buy some. So be right back. All right, folks. Sorry, I come back. I was looking over the pick 70 was missing, and looks like it's not in the pick and place file. So although it is on the bomb list, but it's not in the pick and place. So it wasn't put on. It is 100. I got one from my stock here. So I'm gonna put that right there. Um, these are much easier done with hot air. So we heat this up. They will melt like that, and then we just drop it in and take away the air, and it's done. That's why we do the pillows. Then the other thing was that I did buy new ferret beads for this. So um, L3 through L10. So let's go in order. That way I make sure that I get them all. There's L3. So I do have new ferret beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ferret beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I do want to put them here on my mat. 5, 6, 7, 8. I threw the ferret beads all over the place. but good thing they're right here. I'm put the soldering iron in a place that I normally don't put it. That's why. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, they're all there. I bought extra ferrite beads just in case anybody else needs any classic boards done. Okay, so let's go put these down on the board. So at L3, heat it up. They'll go liquid, and then we just drop it in like that. Let it cool off, and let go. Okay, L3 done. Where's L4? L4 is the next one, yes. L4 is right up here. Okay, L5. L4, where's L5? L5 right there. L6 right above it. Alright, L7 right there. Oh, I got my fingers a bit hot. L8 right down here. 8 and 9 are right there. Last but not least, L10, which is up here. There we go. Folks, guess what? This is all I can do with this board. I can't do more. I cannot do more with it. So let's take a look at the board. This bag needs to move. These are sound chips and RTC chips. Mm. Looking for the little bag I had for this. Anyway, it's alright then. This one. These are all bad. So this is sound. see, classic. Put this one chip in here too because I know this board. Okay, so let's bring this into view for y'all to see. It does need an ultrasonic cleaning, but I'll do that tomorrow morning because it's nighttime here now, and I don't want to. I can't put it outside to dry. I may. Okay, there we go. So the board is done as much as I can. Okay. Where I'm at now is what is left. One, two, three, four sockets, and to put those four chips in. All right, three are still on the old board, and one I have in a separate baggie over here. Okay, everything else is done. Everything else is put on. They're in sockets. They're ready to go. The only thing I don't have on is a battery, but I will end up doing one of these external batteries like this. So then that way you can put that somewhere else in the case or something. May not be the best idea because this actually slides in and out, but maybe we can run it and Velcro it under or something. I don't know yet what I'll do. Or I may not even put in a battery, so because really it doesn't need it. We're using an RT chip that was damaged real bad, but the good thing is that the pins that are damaged are not needed by the chip or the board, so we were able to use the same chip. Hallelujah. Um, the the sound chip was put back on. Not sure how good that's gonna do yet, but I do have some other sound chips I could try, but I can't test the board yet. So I'm supposed to get my sockets on Monday. So then, but not till Monday night, I think. I need to check and see when my friend's coming. Although he's not staying with me, he's staying at a hotel. He's coming down for because someone that it's a work friend from when I worked at the ports, and so we're giving this a little clean here by hand. We have everything on. We did the ferret beads on the back that need to get done. Good thing I could buy new ones. I didn't have to take the old ones off. I wonder if these beads will work on the SE30. I had to put one capacitor over here, capacitor 70. It's not on the pick and place list, but it is on the bomb. So I am happy with this board. 2 hour video earlier today. This one is 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we are at 4.5 hours. I probably did about half an hour or 45 minutes work on off camera. So we got this far in 5 hours. If I had these sockets, I could possibly have this board done and we could be testing it right now. But I don't have the sockets. So anyway, um, yeah, this is all I can do for this board. So basically gonna end this video then. Like I said, I do have, this is a bad bag. This is bad chips here. I have one RTC in here. There's three other sound chips that may be good. So, but anyway, um, that's it for this video. I'm gonna call it a quits. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired. I've been at this all day. It is now 8:43, almost 9 o'clock here. So I gotta go have some dinner and watch some videos of some other people. I know Justin is actually streaming right now. So, but yeah, the board, is easy to work, but you may want to fix that actually C70 and add it to the pick and place file if it's needed. I don't see it in there. I do see it in the BOM when I look here. In the BOM, it is item number 71, 100 nanofarad, location C70, package type 1206. and even the part number is given there. But when you look for C70 in the pick and place file, it's not there. Um, then also, I don't know why the ferret beads are not in the pick and place file. That would be cool if they were there too. That way, all the back is done. But anyway. Oh, I think I know. I think it is in the pick and place file. Let me check again because um, I think it's because they were out of stock. I had to buy these from Mauser. No, they're not in the pick and place file. Just the capacitors and the resistors are in there. Maybe they can't do ferrite beads. You see, it goes from line 60 in the pick and place file is C69, then it jumps 61 is C71. C70 is not in here, and is not out of order either. So I don't see it. So maybe you want to add that. So anyway, folks, I'm gonna call it a night. Remember, this is Macintosh, Macintosh month. What a word to say, Macintosh. Um, so the credits for that we all do together. So classic boards. I'm hoping that once I test this, it will work. I have one more I can do. I have another one here, and this is the donor board that I will move over to this. So then I'll end up having two ready. So anyway, if you like this video, do me a thumbs up, please. I appreciate it. Any comments and feedback would be greatly appreciated also. This will be part 2 of the video. Part 3 will be when we put on the sockets and we test this. Tomorrow I will put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I think though I need to change my ultrasonic cleaning water, so I need to go buy some actually distilled water, um, because that's what I use in it. Um, and then I also need to clean my bench here. Oh my God, talk about flux all over the place. So I will run this through the ultrasonic cleaner. And the old board, well, I don't know what to do with it, but at least it's got some stuff on the back that maybe I can save and use if needed, because I know what the values are. So by having the bomb from the reloaded board, it really makes it easy that you can use reuse some of these parts. So anyway, but this was a fun job. This was a fun project. I really liked it. I showed you a lot of stuff of how I take off the actually true hole items. I use two different methods. There's a third one by just using flux and the wick and the soldering iron, but I don't find that one that good. Um, so, and you see the benefits of using these actually PLCC sockets and how to put them in without causing any damage, and then use them to make your life a lot easier. So, in all, thank you, everyone. Have a good evening, have a good morning, good day, and good night, and we'll see you all later. Thanks.